Justin Tucker ready to go here. This is going to be a ton of fun. Ravens and Bucks. Here we go from Tampa. A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Now Brady.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
But Mike Evans sees man coverage. I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Evans.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now Brady, rolling to his right. Space to run past the 20. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucks have taken a first-quarter lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 24. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Six yards left on second down.
Play action. It's Jackson.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled out a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Brady now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit. The ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 1st down, Brady on the move to his left. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. 6-0 our score after 1. Second and 20. Throwing now is Brady. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
He sets to fire deep, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
He'll buy some time right to Evans on the slant. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Brady going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10. Brady sliding out of the pocket. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now Brady again. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Suck him for the extra point. atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return is Duvernay.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Ravens ready to take over.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
First down.
DC, ready?
They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 15.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 36, Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. The return is Duvernay. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll go again with Dobbins. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Buying time to his left. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
From the 38, Brady. No bottle, no fumble. It's out, it's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Fournette, a first down carry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's the backup Gabbard, escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Brady. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Brady now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go play action now. Jackson now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Mike six. Tighten up. Pull it together. Hey, check it.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Mike six. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, check Mike. Mike six. Let's go. Check it. Mike six. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
On 2nd and 10, Brady throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, check Mike six. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike six. Come on. You better bring me 3 men now. Check Mike
Brady now to throw. Steps away to his left. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Brady eluding the pressure right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. He'll bite, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. Throwing left side. He's got Gronk complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A shotgun give to Fournette.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Shotgun now for Brady. Forced out to his left. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Now Brady, got to have this one. He finds his target. It's Evans. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
On the return is Duvernay. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 21-14. A little over 80 ticks to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tucker now for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Brady going to look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Brady to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw is Brady. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Back to throw, Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll go with a big bank for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback